That's right. We didn't die in a plane crash. Welcome back to Scatterbrained. I'm Joseph Portelli. I'm here with Senna, and I'm here with the
Hello, how you doing?
Operator. It's been, I think, a month, if not over a month, since our last episode. As you can tell, we're really good at this.
Yeah.
We're
We're
like
amazing.
pros, honestly.
I thought to myself before we started, like, we need to curse less because the censored versions are so cut out at times, and I just instantly broke the rule.
It's like hop, bite, cut, hop, cut.
Well,
cut,
we
cut.
mute it. It's not a cut, so you can tell. But it's always like I was It's weird because I was during one of the weeks that we just couldn't record. I was driving, and I actually listened to the entire Scatterbrained catalog, all 4 episodes.
Wow, you
And-
spent like 30 minutes listening to that? Let's go.
It was like 2 hours total. But it was it's funny because I go through and I censor all of them, but our editor Riverside, I guess, just doesn't like after like 5 or after 15 swears, it's just like, I don't know, one of them's gonna leak through. So every once in a while, you would hear like and then it would actually say it like out of nowhere, which is kind of like a fun Easter egg. Like they're like hidden throughout the episodes where there's an actual swear.
Little sprinkles.
There's
yeah.
5 swears hidden in this video. If you find them, you'll be a best guest on the podcast.
Send us the timestamp and we'll give you a present.
Yeah.
We have
Send
to
us
just
a
silence
timestamp,
them.
It'll
and
be
then
a
we'll
comment
send a
back that
pipe
says,
bomb to
"Good
your
job,
house."
kiddo."
No, we assassinate them so they can't tell anyone that there's swear words. We can't let it get out there.
So have you guys been for a month? Let's pretend like we haven't spoken to each other at all.
I don't know, Joseph. I haven't spoken to you in so long. You look so different.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm unshaven.
Did your nose get bigger?
No, it's all my dumb facial hair.
Dumb
Because
facial hair.
it's all the
Wish
dumb
I could
facial
get that.
Because for a week I've had the isolation sickness that I don't know if
You
we're
can say
actually
COVID,
allowed
brother.
to
You
say
can say
what it's
COVID.
called.
He's got isolation
say COVID?
sickness. No, I like
I
isolation
believe so.
sickness. It sounds better.
Let's
I believe you can say COVID now.
let's see if we're allowed saying the isolation sickness. Can you say that
These
word on YouTube?
These people, what do you mean by that, huh?
Italians.
Oh,
The
okay, I don't care then. Yeah,
Italians.
you can bully him.
We're not
The
allowed
Welsh, like
spreading
Hollywood.
medical misinformation
yeah.
or claiming that it is fake. The isolation sickness is real. I had it this week. In 2025, I caught it, which
You
I
told
think
me you
is-
grew an extra
25.
finger, right?
I grew an
Yeah,
I
yeah.
grew an extra finger.
Yeah.
That was
It's not
unrelated
bad.
though.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So that's not caused by isolation sickness, the extra
No,
finger?
no. That was it was actually an elective surgery.
Oh, really?
I put it into in my butthole.
Yeah.
I got it right here, so that just
Yeah.
it can just instantly go right here as I
Oh.
want. Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
actually
good.
doing it right now. But as you can tell,
Ooh, in the
I've
male
I've
prostate.
I've gotten really good at hiding it.
Have you got a name for
What are
it?
these guys talking about?
I named it Adam.
You named it Adam. Oh, that's
Yes,
so
I
sweet.
named it Adam, and he's a good boy.
He is a good boy.
For
He
the
loves-
audience, Adam is his best friend. Just
That was gonna be a thing where I wasn't gonna say it, and then just knowing that he will never listen to this.
yeah, but not
Just
the audience.
how does
knows.
it know that you named a finger that
And when
goes
this
up
episode
your
comes
butthole,
out, I'll
Adam?
DM it to Adam and tell him
DM
to go
the
to a certain timestamp. Yeah.
Yeah, he will still not watch it. he's,
Oh.
he still will be like, I'm never watching. He's never watched a sec. I don't think he's ever watched a second of any of the podcasts I've ever made. Fair.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Scatterbrained
because they
should
all
be an
suck,
exception.
just like
Why'd
this
you
one.
call him up and ask him?
He's actually on a date right now with his girlfriend.
Why'd you call up his girlfriend and ask her?
Yeah, cool.
I don't know if we should say her name.
Oh, I don't know it
Yeah.
then, so I wasn't going to say that.
We've been playing a lot of Red Dead Online lately.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah, I
that.
played like 2 hours. Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
much.
Everyone in this call, we are 90% of the player base for Red Dead Online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is it's kind of sad they got abandoned, I have to say. Like being cowboys with your boys is pretty fun.
I mean, there are
It's
some
really
notable
fun.
reasons. Like, we kept running into the hackers, and some of them are okay. I had one that
Yeah.
spawned a bunch of money in me, and then there was another
In
one
you?
that... Yeah, in
Did
me.
you? How'd that
But
feel?
it just he shoved it in.
Yeah, it was like an iron bar that my character was forced to pick up, and I was like, okay, sure, I'll be stuck in this animation, and it was like making like 100 gold a second, and I was like, ooh, okay. But then you have
Yeah.
the annoying ones that will like shoot you
turn
once.
into bears. Senna had when I was
Oh,
spectating
yeah,
bears,
Senna,
yeah,
about
bears
they-
as well.
they turned
we were
it-
like in the
this
middle
guy
of a
turned-
Mexican standoff, like shooting each
Yeah.
other, and then I got spawned on the other side of like a hill, and then I ran into something called Big Scary Bear. We found
Yeah.
out it was a player. I tried to shoot him. He wouldn't die. Then I like tried to lasso him, but he spawned like 10 bears on me. And I tried
They
to run away, and I got
multiplied.
mauled to death.
I wonder if you can't have spaces in your name, so he had to like change that with like a hack menu to name
That was
himself
so-
Big Scary Bear. Transformed himself into said bear.
I had something similar happen to me yesterday though. I was playing Red Dead and this weird like two-headed creature appeared in front of me. It was like a woman in a dress with like two skeleton heads. And I shot her because I was like, what the fuck? And then like a bunch of NPCs just started spawning around me. And I got like, they were like trying to beat the shit out of me, but I just pulled out my gun and started blasting.
I
But it was
mean,
terrifying.
look
I
at it
had
this way.
a guy come into my moonshine place yesterday when I was going. I logged in just to like see my status, and then out of nowhere, like I'm just walking up the stairs. You guys know like where you're going downstairs to
Yeah.
that little building. Like while I was walking up the stairs, like he just like zoomed in for a second and like almost as if like he spawned on the ceiling, and before he hit the ground, he was gone. Like he just like a ghost, like just
Oh Jesus, that's
yeah,
terrifying.
completely gone.
It was
And I
You're,
was
you're haunted.
and I was like, let's go down to the bar.
But look
Let's
at
have a
this
drink
way.
here, you know?
Considering the game is abandoned, a way to keep it alive would be to like hack but not do malicious things and like
Yeah.
make videos on it to like bring more attention to the game. You know what I mean?
Like
oh,
not
not doing-
like there's losers.
not like
that
going
are-
around like spawn camping everyone and
Yeah,
killing them
exactly.
the moment they spawn. Doing like
With
weird stuff
invincibility
with
and-
me with the bear. Like if I
Yeah.
were to like actually
The bear is pretty funny.
like record
The
that and
bear's
like
funny.
post it, being like, look what
Yeah.
happened to me at Red Dead Online. Some people
Oh,
might see
and my
that and be like,
horse.
some people might
Oh,
see
yeah.
that and be
Forgot
like,
about
wow,
horse.
that looks kind of fun. Maybe I should go play that. And that's how you keep a game alive.
Yeah, a hacker
Yeah.
put like a jet.
I wonder
engine
how
on my
that would.
horse's
You would have
feet.
to like. Are you saying play as the hacker, or are you saying like just make a video out of other people doing things?
The thing is, you could technically be the hacker and like make fun videos, like not malicious stuff yet again. Or if you encounter a hacker, you could like just quickly record like a clip or two and just post it. Because I feel like stuff like that brings more attention to the game, and then there's more people who want to
Yeah.
play it. And
Yeah, and if they know there's going to be a fun hacker that gives them stuff, they're going to be happy. But if
I
they
also,
like-
if there's going to be a hacker that just goes invincible and shoots you in
yeah,
the
it's
face,
like that
they're
one
not
dude
gonna
on
play.
Twitch who just shows up in everyone's like IRL live streams and gives them a Dr. Pepper, doesn't say anything. And
Yeah,
leaves.
exactly. It'd be lovely. If when people are streaming Red Dead, some guy teleports on you, gives you like a bear, and then leaves. I'd love that.
That would be because it's kind of sad because Red Dead 2 was like you guys were like that was like an event when
It
Red
was
Dead
an
2
event.
came
There's
out.
whole
Like,
South Park episodes about it.
That's true. They actually
Everyone
they
was
had like
playing it.
yeah, that was hilarious. Have you ever seen that one, Senna? I know you don't know much about South Park.
Sorry,
I'm just asking.
Suna. Even the policeman likes Red Dead.
Yeah, but it was funny because it was like literally like he's like I just want to go home and play Red Dead Redemption, like and that was the entire premise. And then like his wife was playing on his save, so he's like mad. He's like screaming at her, and then he went back and he's like, "Why am I back here?" And she's like, "I started a new life without you." Like like kind of like
Playing
using
a
it as like a
game.
metaphor for their marriage falling apart. That was the time
Great
where it was so
episode.
sad because it was like only on console too, and I only had a PC, and I was like, oh, I feel so left out. I can't play
I
Red
would
Dead.
play Red Dead. They seem like fun games.
They
We're
are
talking
both
about-
great. I got
talking
the
about
GTA
gaming.
Plus to play the first one.
Talking about
Good.
gaming, I don't know how truthful this is, but there have been apparently leaks about the PlayStation 6, and I think that is really stupid because 99% of players don't have a PlayStation 5, and there's no reason even to get a PlayStation 5 because there's like 2 games for it. So I don't see the need for a PlayStation 6. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, they are. That's always a common thing. Like the new ones are always in development.
Yeah.
I
like
get
the-
that,
There's
but,
always
like,
going to be one in development. They
I
need
got to
to be a
say,
step
I
ahead.
actually shout out to Jaden whenever he starts Poporium. I actually sent him an article on this, but I feel like he won't have it recorded, so I'm going to steal this.
Yeah.
The next Xbox is just going to be a PC. Like it's going to
Oh.
run a version of Windows, and you're going to be able to
That's
have Steam on it.
That's cool.
So you're like
The
I
current
think
ones have Steam. I've seen that. My stepdad has Steam on his Xbox.
really.
Yeah, he was like, "We can play any game you want. I've got Steam," and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Like a
And he's
remote
like-
play, or you mean like the actual like you can download a game to the Xbox?
I think he's literally got Steam on his Xbox.
It might
He
be a
can-
hack
he can
thing.
do-
Then.
it's like a maybe it's a hacked thing, but he was telling me that he could play
But
any game he wants.
my
But the
point
next one
was
is going to be
more-
like into it. Like we'll fully have it.
My point
go
was
ahead,
Sonny.
more
Sick.
that with the PlayStation 4, there wasn't that big of a wave of people like physically not able to get one. The PlayStation 5, it's been out for so long, and there's so many people still don't have one.
Yeah.
It's like the
It's so
PlayStation
stupid.
4 wasn't like this, where people physically couldn't get one. The PlayStation 5, there's just people just couldn't buy one because there was too many scalpers. There was like not enough stock. There's
I do
people
think that's the
still
problem
today
with the
who
pass
don't
now,
have
though.
it.
Like you can
They
go.
didn't have Star Wars Battlefront 3 for it. Then people would have bought it. I had my PS4 with the Star Wars Battlefront 1. That's what it came with.
Oh yeah, that was a bundle, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my
Even?
bundle. That's the bundle I
Yeah.
got.
I
That's
bought
why we bought it.
I bought my Xbox back in the day with GTA 5.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
And then I inserted the disc, all happy to get ready to play. And then I had to sit and download the game for 10 hours.
That's always the worst.
I
feeling.
also, when I got GTA 5, I had my computer on for 3 days. No, 3 days straight because it was so big and my internet just wasn't good. It was in the game. I wonder what it was. I wonder how big the size was when it first released on PC, because it was like I remember because my mom would not let me get Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto, which obviously you know, made a really
how were
proper
your
son.
parents with like video games? Because my mum was always very supportive, and if I needed to like download a
Very
game,
supportive.
she'd
You killed
watch
that
it.
stripper hop.
No,
Well, my mom had a
you
decent
say
reason.
cabbage.
So, my brother, I'm trying to think about how much I should say. My brother, he was behind bars during
He's a
the
rapper.
first release of GTA 5 and the re-release on PC. He was incarcerated for crimes, and she made the mental connection like, oh, he played these games when he was younger. Now he's in prison. Joseph's not allowed
Yeah.
playing these games, which. Dude, I was like, when GTA was released for PC, I was like already like a little liberal. Like I was
Little liberal.
I was like, I don't like Donald Trump. Like I'm that's like when I started, that was like a first step of me coming into like the man I am now. Like, so, there's always
Even
the
more
argument of, like,
liberal.
oh, video games are like, violent. And then you look up serial killers and they like didn't spend time playing video games. They spend time like skinning cats.
Mhm.
But we just ignore that aspect of it.
Like Luke Skywalker
Yeah.
shooting Womp Rats.
But it is
Psychopath.
very fun because every time video games are brought up, like at any family event, I like to give my mom shit for it. Because my brother will always tell like a story about how he like was a bad kid way before any of these games came into his life. So like, huh. But Joseph couldn't play Call of Duty, and she's like, shut up.
I mean, to be fair, your mom had a more active reason to not want you to
No,
play the games than
I think it's
most of the world.
fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
My mum used to download the video games for me. She'd like,
Yeah.
while I'm at school, she'd like check on the progress and be like, she'd text me when it's done. I'd be like, yes! Or like if something got delivered to the house, she'd like instantly pop it in and start downloading it. So my Pokemon games always got to play them the second I got home.
Okay,
That's
that
cool.
was a nice story until he brought up Pokemon, and then I kind of lost interest. But
It's wholesome though.
Gee, that was Pokemon Sun and Moon
Mama
when it came out.
Hop is like,
And that was the only game I ever pre-ordered, and I got a whole statue.
Did you
for
guys
it.
ever get away with like not going to school for a game release?
Yes, many
I had
times.
friends- I had
didn't
friends
go to
that
school
got
one
that.
day because I got a PC. I was like, I straight up the day I got my PC, I looked at my mom. I was like, I'm not going to school tomorrow, right? She's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, so that was never a thing. But when I was in high school, it was just kind of obvious that Joseph wasn't going to be much of an academic, so she just kind of stopped caring a little bit.
Same.
But I never now I'd request off of work. Like when I'm sure like when Resident Evil 9 comes out, like that's gonna be a day I request off. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
we're not gonna see this man for like 2 days straight.
It's a Resident Evil game. I will be done after like 2 days. But yeah, it's Red Dead's fun.
It's not
That
going
was-
back to Red Dead.
That Red Dead was fun. I tried that Schedule 1 game finally that everyone lost
you
their
did?
minds about.
Everyone's played it but me.
It's nothing special.
It's
I'm
not
kind
a
of
great game, but
I
I
was
can see
playing
why
it-
people liked it.
because here's the thing. I've played drug dealer games before.
Yeah, I know.
I have a game called Drug Dealer Simulator that I think is
Mhm.
the only difference is that you can shoot people in Schedule 1. I'm pretty sure, right? Like you can get a gun in Schedule 1.
I don't know. I'm not
Possibly.
that far into
I haven't
the
played
game.
it.
You have. Didn't you make a video on it?
Yeah, you
I
made a video
on it, but I'm not that far into the game.
I thought Hot made a video on it.
He was going to. That's why he hates the game because his friends abandoned him.
and
Oh.
played the
Started a
whole game
drug
without
empire.
me.
Well, you could have let me know because now I have it. Okay, so you can get guns, and the Drug Dealer Simulator, which is the one that I've played, is of. You can't get a gun. Like if you see a cop, you run, and there's no rival gangs or anything like that. But in Schedule 1, you can just get a gun, and I think the mechanics itself are like way lower
I
quality.
think the fact
Yeah.
that Schedule 1 got as popular as it was is because of the goofy art style, for one.
Yes, that's
and
all.
the fact,
That's all. That
and the
happens
fact
nowadays.
that like it's just it's fun if you it's fun on its own, but most people who I saw play that game played it with friends, and that already makes a game like 5 times more enjoyable.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's true. Yeah, I was playing alone. I was just playing on my Steam Deck because it was on sale.
Like, I enjoyed it when I
I was like,
playing
it was like
but I was thinking like
$11
towards
or
the end
whatever.
of my recording, I was like, yeah, this would be so much more fun if I had the boys with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I was making drugs with my homies.
It's hard for me to really like tell if the game's good if that's the mechanic, though. You know what I mean?
See, I feel like
'Cause
it's
we've
so easy
played
to make a
some
good video game now. Though.
Games, but we've had fun because we're like playing
Yeah.
together.
But to make a viral video game, all you need to do is make a goofy character, make it so voice proximity chat is in it, and then just come up with any mechanic, and it'll go
I'm telling you,
platinum.
boys.
That's
need
with
to do it.
Repo.
I think we could
Lethal
easily
Company,
do a
Peak.
mascot horror game. We had a little multiplayer. We make it so it's client hosted, so we don't have to pay for servers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, dude. I watched if anybody knows Wicked Wiz, he makes these awesome documentary style like videos, and he made one on what is it, Gundam, the Garden of something.
Garden of Banban?
Yeah, Garden of Banban. That's it. And he was just like walking through the entire thing. Most of it's asset flipping, but people don't care as long as you have like a good, like you develop your own character as the mascot.
Yep.
And the character they made was not very
Most indie
good.
games
Yeah.
these days are asset flipping.
Which I don't mind. Because
The
I
thing
actually
is-
read an article the other day from the Hitman developers saying we are no longer making toilets. We are done making toilets. Games cost much less if you don't keep remaking toilets every game. Like, and it was like a genuine thing. It's like we've made so many, we are just going to use the ones we have. And it's
The
just
thing is,
like, yeah.
if you
like,
can
who
save
cares?
time on menial stuff like that,
Yeah.
where you can like buy stuff and put it in your game, and you can spend that time you were gonna use like building the world that doesn't like have anything to do with the story itself, and put it into like the story or like the character designs, or like put it towards voice acting if you want voice acting in your game. Like you can easily like cut cost on one part to like make another part that's more important, more better, and that's
Yeah.
gonna make it a better experience. Because some of the best games out there are like look at Undertale, how big of a fan base that has. That game doesn't look amazing, but
Yeah.
the story is great, the gameplay is fun, and it just has a fun feel going through
Yeah.
it.
A good
Style
premise.
is so important when it comes to anything in life. I think you need to have style.
If your game is only cool because it has cool graphics, that's not a good game.
No.
But it definitely adds to it.
Graphics
All the
can add
greats
to a
have
game.
all the greats have cool styles.
Graphics can
Castle
definitely
Crashers.
add to a game, yes, but it's not the be all end all.
I'm not
I
saying
could-
graphics. I'm
I
saying
think Castle
style.
Crashers is an argument against needing like amazing graphics.
Are you
It's
talking
so
about style?
stylized.
Or,
Yeah, that's
or
what I'm saying.
graphics?
Stylized
Yeah.
style. I'm saying
Then
style.
say
You need
stylized
style.
graphics.
Yeah,
I did say
graphics.
style.
Stylized
When you say
graphics will
graphics,
always
you're
look better
thinking
than
you're thinking of
realistic.
like you kind of think of like how
The
GTA
art
6 looks.
style. Yeah. But I like Castle Crashers. I like games with cool art styles. Like Terraria's kind of cool. I like the 8-bit kind of feel.
Mhm.
I like Minecraft. That's got cool art style sometimes. The blocks.
The thing is with games that have like a stylistic look, they will never like really feel dated because they look a certain way and
yeah.
they're not trying to go for realism, because realism is really cool for those first few years.
I don't like
and then it
it.
gets better, and then that gets worse, and it just gets
Yeah, it ages easier.
it ages really quickly.
Yeah.
Where stylized games, you can play games from like 20 years ago that were stylized today, and it's still gonna feel the same. Like
Yeah.
there's obviously gonna be a few differences, but it's still gonna feel closely the same as what it would
Yeah.
back then.
I think the Grand Theft Auto series is kind of a perfect example of like how you can see like realism not being a great choice. Obviously, GTA should be allowed to do it because even their aged graphics, like
That's
the
their
games are
that's
still
their
fun.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Me and Joseph were playing GTA 5 the other day, and that game still looks great, but you can tell
Yeah.
that it's not like
Well, it's also been upgraded
As
too.
good
In all
anymore.
fairness,
That's
like that's
fair.
not. We're
That
not
is
playing
fair.
the 2013 build. We're playing like the.
I would like
Series
to
X
see what the
build.
2013 build looks like today.
I don't think it
You
looks
know?
bad. It's just not like if you look at San Andreas, it doesn't look great now.
That's
But
a lot of polygons,
I
right?
like the way San Andreas looks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would, because I've seen a lot of games that uses like the visual style of San Andreas as a style instead of trying to make different graphics. Because a lot of indie games use that like really old game style where it's like very blocky characters and you can
Polygon.
see the yeah, that what Hop said. I can't pronounce that because I'm gonna fuck it up. But there's a lot of games that use that as a style, and because of that, in my mind, GTA San Andreas still looks phenomenal to me.
yeah, makes sense.
I'm really excited for the Castle Crashers update. They're doing a whole new restylization on it.
Isn't that out yet?
Maybe it's out. Yeah, every time I've checked, it said it's like in a month, but I haven't checked in a while.
And so my obsession these last few days, Pal World, hi boys.
Oh yeah, he played Power World. How long did you play Power World yesterday?
So before the last couple of days, I had 8 hours in the game. I almost have 30 right now over the last 2 days. I've been a little bit obsessed.
Yeah. The entire, and Senna. So most people, I think, can turn it off when they're not recording. Senna can't. Like Senna talks as if he's recording a video. I was in a call with him, and he was, fuck, what was I gonna say? And I was like focused on something, and then I heard him say, "Are you still working?" And then I was like, "What, Senna?" And he's like, "Oh, I was talking to my pal." I was like.
Yeah, I was like on an expedition away from my.
And then when
base.
he
I
did
came
ask me a
back.
question, I didn't answer him. And then I was
Yeah,
like, "Bro, you've been
he can't
talking for 15
differentiate when I'm
hours,
talking to
goddamn
him versus
straight."
when I'm talking to a virtual creature.
Yeah,
Even though I talk the exact same, that's his
I mean,
fault.
Joseph
honestly.
is a pal in real life.
Yeah,
Look at
he's
him.
Nozel.
Let's catch him.
Yeah, his name's Nozel. That's his evolution
Yeah.
is Nosebite.
He's
or something like
cognito.
that.
that's why I went to anger management therapy. That's why I went
He's
to
Don't worry,
meditating.
Joseph. Don't
He
worry,
went to
Joseph.
Batman's a month
my
to learn
my pal
anti-rage
name would
mode.
be like Fado or something like that.
whale,
Mamorist.
whale,
No,
and
Memorist isn't. I would be
whale
like
and- I can't
the
say what I
hippo.
call him. the hippo. Yeah.
Wink, 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 wink.
Wink,
Wink, wink, wink, wink, wink.
Nobody gets the wef ones.
No one gets the web ones.
10 years from now, people are gonna look back at this like they thought it all back. Oh, back then. Oh my god.
Oh my
Man, I
god.
wonder how many scripts they had finished by that time.
None.
None.
None. A partial outline. So, but no, Power World's great. I love seeing
I love that
Nintendo
game.
constantly being mad at Power World.
Oh yeah, have I told you guys about the like one of the most recent updates Pal World had to make because of Nintendo?
You told me, but go
The
ahead.
gliding
Okay,
one,
so-
right?
Yeah, so in Pal World, you can unlock certain like gloves that you can have, and then if you have a certain pal, a pocket monster, if you will, you could take them and you could glide with them, and like the different ones would have different abilities. Like some of the major stamina drain slower. Some instead of gliding down, you would like slowly rise up, so it would be easier to glide around over
Yep.
the landscapes and stuff. And then
Gale
Pokemon
corn.
came out, and they're like, "No, we patented that." And no, you didn't.
There's so many games that have you gliding from animals. It's insane.
It's just
Like,
Pokemon will do anything to like take a jab at Pal World just because of how successful Pal World is.
I mean,
Because I've said
undeniably
this
though,
so many
some of them are
times.
rips. They are rips of other Pokemon, and some of them are egregiously bad. But
Yeah,
the
but
rest
it's
of them are
still-
awesome. I
yeah,
like
but
the other ones. They're awesome.
There's still like you go to the store and you see cheeses and then you see cheese bites and they're literally the exact same thing. If that basis is fine, then Power
I don't
World
think that should be fine either, man.
Shut
Unless
up,
you're
Corpo.
making a different flavor.
Shut up, Corpo.
I've said this a lot of times.
They're
over
making
the
a
last
different
couple of
flavor of
days.
Pokemon.
I think Joseph's probably bored of hearing this. Pal World is surprisingly fun.
Oh my
like,
god, you said that like 15 times yesterday. The amount of times I've heard Senna say that statement. Go ahead.
It sounds like
Go
you're
ahead.
about to start
Pal
a
World
video.
is a really fun game, and it's just Pokemon. I feel as a non-Pokemon fan, to me, every single Pokemon game, with the exception of a few, look exactly the same, and I feel like that's why Pal World did as well as it did, because it changed up the way you play a Pocket Monster game. Hop is like having an aneurysm over there. That's
They do
fine.
not look the
He's-
same at all. What are you talking about?
in terms
The
of
first one's in
gameplay.
black and white.
In terms of gameplay.
Yeah. Like, what else are you supposed to do, man? What do you
Like,
want?
with the newer Pokemon games, I see they're like going in a different direction.
And
with,
I don't like
3D
it.
Style.
I hate it.
Pop, shut up and let him talk.
With the newer Pokemon games, you can see that they're trying to go in a different style and like testing out new features and stuff like that. And I like that. I like when my multi-billion-dollar company tries to make a good game. You know what I mean? Or don't just copy paste the 10 billion other games that they have. But Pal World is different but the same. It has the creature capturing aspect, but you also have you know, unpaid workers, which makes the game a little bit better because you don't constantly have to do everything yourself. It's a survival crafting game where you can build your own group of friends if you don't have friends like Joseph does. I thought one of you guys were going to interrupt me at this point. That's why I'm just rambling.
I'm just letting you.
How was the Circle Tunes video?
Circle Tunes?
Yeah, have you seen the video? You've just like described his whole video there in like one sentence. You did so much better than him.
I don't know what Circle Tunes is.
I was watching a video that had the exact same premise of what you said, but you just said it so much clearer. It took him 20 minutes to explain what you explained in 1 minute.
All right. Okay. Since anyone wants me to interrupt him, I'll do it. Hop, you played. So I was looking up the Kickstarter game that I did called Monster Patch, which looks amazing. I won't go into that. Hop,
That's
you played
the gardening one, right?
Yeah, you played Moshi Monsters, right?
Moshi Monsters, yes.
What if I told you there's a Kickstarter from the developers right now to bring it back?
Mm.
All right.
It had so many microtransactions. I'm sorry. You had to pay to play. You had to pay a monthly subscription to play.
I feel like Pokemon deserves to have some competition, even though Pal World is never going to be big enough to compete with Pokemon.
I mean,
Pokemon
they keep making good games.
Because competition is what breeds greatness. That is just how it works in gaming. If a certain game gets too comfortable with like being the only type of that, it starts getting stale. But when there's two games of like equal quality, like look at Marvel Rivals and Overwatch 2. Everyone used to say that Overwatch 2 was absolute dog shit in its later years, and it was boring, and the developers didn't really care because there wasn't another game that was competing with them.
Yep.
Marvel Rivals comes out, and all of a sudden, Overwatch is doing good updates. It's funny how competition
I actually want to play it. It's starting to look good.
It's funny how competition made them, we're not the only people making this type of game that's popular anymore. Maybe we should try and keep our player base, happy.
Exactly. You make money by making people happy.
Yes.
I actually might want to play it.
Not making promises and then, lying to your fans and having a story mode that doesn't ever come out. And
yep, I pre-ordered it.
Boxes, and then bringing back loot boxes and then battle passes and like $20 skins. And
how do the loot boxes work? Is it every time you level up?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't play with the loot boxes.
It's very like being a battle pass.
I think the loot boxes are back right now. I'm not talking about my ass, right?
I saw a clip of loot boxes earlier, so I think you're right. But back in my day, every time you leveled up, you'd get a whole loot box. It was beautiful. And during the events, every time you leveled up, it'd be an event chest.
To be fair, back then the game was also pay to play, so it makes sense that they give you rewards.
I mean, it was better when it was pay to play.
I hate the fact that games come out as we're free to play. You can play our game for free, but you need to buy this like $10 Game Pass. Yeah,
I wish we could
don't have a problem with battle passes. But there's certain games that have battle passes that are really annoying to me. Like Valorant. You guys don't really play Valorant. I play Valorant like once every couple of months, right? Valorant has some cool skins in their battle pass. But then, when you buy a battle pass on Fortnite, if you grind through the battle pass, you get enough currency back to buy another battle pass.
Mm.
In Valorant, they don't do that. You have to pay full price for the battle pass every single season, which is stupid. Because I feel like Valorant is never going to make more money than Fortnite. Because Fortnite, they don't feel as scummy as that. In Fortnite, they didn't start the battle pass system.
Fortnite's very fair. They're the monthly Fortnite crew for how much stuff you get. More fair than any game subscription I've ever seen. I've played Elder Scrolls Online, Star Wars Republic, World of Warcraft. Like I've gotten a lot of monthly subscriptions. None are even as close to what Fortnite gives you for, I think, less most of the time. I think it's $13.
Fortnite subscription
All the ones
is
are
like
at least
15
$15.
bucks, right?
I think it's like 13.
It's
And it
£10
gives you
for me.
it gives you
$9.99.
every battle pass. You get the music one, and they made it so you don't even have to play through all of them. You unlock all of the stuff just by doing what you want, which is great.
People
I think
say
the only good
Fortnite
battle
boring,
pass is
and
one
I
that
don't
never
understand
goes.
those people. Like Fortnite is like some of the most fun I've ever had gaming because it is so stupid, and if you take that game seriously, you're a loser. But if you play it as like I'm gonna be Master Chief that shoots Kratos and gritty on him while Peter Griffin runs past me, it's like how can you not have fun playing that game?
And they're making it. There's that new mode too, though, like where it's like 10-minute rounds. Super fun.
And the Lego Destiny mode that they're doing right now.
They have like their own like Destiny ripoff now that looks
Fortnite is
pretty
like
fun.
At this point, Fortnite has more content than most other games because they just keep adding more and expanding and making more. Some of it is not fun. Some of it is not that great, like the racing game that got kind of left in the dust. But most of the stuff they bring out, they keep updating and like it's just.
Do you think they're going to eventually bring back racing and just add a racing pass? I think that's what they would need.
Gonna bring back Save the World one day. I
had that as well. I love Save the World. I bought it.
But I think they're going to have.
They stole it from me.
When Save the World got updated.
I think it's just going to be like they're going to have to, because music is maintained with new songs, but then again, that's not really. It doesn't need much maintenance, you know. So they just have that battle pass. Battle Royale is constantly updated. The Lego stuff is now pretty constantly updated. And then they have like the OG pass, which is just like kind of goes with the Battle Royale one.
I think they should.
I think if they added a racing pass, that's when they would start caring about the racing again.
Fair. I think
in
esports
they
should
a
do
bit
like
different because that racing wasn't very fun.
It used to be Mario Kart.
If it was a Mario Kart type game, yeah, it would be a lot better.
That would be a blast.
In the esports, they should make them do like all of the different game modes. So like they would have to win all three just to win. I think that'd be the best way. So they'd have to be good at Fortnite, playing
the Ultimate Gamer
Jam
Challenge.
Fest, and also be good at the car one. That would be an amazing Fortnite event.
Yeah, like a triathlon.
A triathlon of Fortnite.
That'd be kind of fun.
Fortnite triathlon. Where you see who is the best all-around Fortnite person. Not just, oh, I'm good at shooting and I'm good at building.
I don't even.
Fortnite
we don't touch
inherently
building.
better when they took out building. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Agreed. I hate building.
I mean, it's still there. Just I don't think anybody.
Building was good in 2016.
If you still play build mode in the big 2.5, then
have we ever touched building, Senna?
Nope. I definitely.
We learned the building modes by mistake.
Oh yeah, that doesn't count. And then we go, oh, what the?
Done it on
this is gross. Senna, pull us out.
Like in the beginning, it was fun in the beginning when nobody knew how it worked. You know what I mean? When it was like, oh, he's shooting at me. I'm gonna place down a wall.
When Ninja
so
became
cool
big,
innovative.
Yeah.
And then this is something I have said for years, and like a lot of people don't agree with me. Games stop becoming fun when people try. If you understand what I mean, when people start like spending 10 hours a day training in Fortnite, then that's when it's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
It was celebrityism from video games, being able to be good at a video game, transferring into being rich and famous and becoming a streamer. That made every little kid called Johnny go, oh my god, I want to be a Fortnite streamer! So they spent 15 hours a day learning how to crack 90s.
Another thing I miss with gaming is talking. You can't talk in games.
Exactly.
Anymore.
We should be allowed to say whatever we want in any video game.
I was bred in talking lobbies, bro. Like
I want to tell people to suck their mums.
Like you're not a real gamer until you play around a Call of Duty and everyone's yelling at you, calling you the N-word. Like you're not a real gamer unless you experience that. As sad as it is, like that is peak talking in gaming.
You become a man.
Like, that's also talking in gaming is how you get better at defending yourself, because your brain needs to start working quicker so that you can come up with better and better comebacks. Because if you're the game, that's all you have is your comebacks.
You can either be good at the game or good at talking. Because there's always the worst people that are really good at it.
Does any game even like push proximity chat anymore? Or any chat at all? Like
no, because every company is too scared to do it.
They all have the chat, but no one uses it because Discord exists.
Yeah, well, on console too, you have to like manually get out of your party, right? Like you, at least on PC, you can have like both going.
That's one way how Overwatch ruined.
We were playing. We tried
itself.
Roblox the other day, and it had chat in it. And then I said, like, I said, like, oh, fuck or something.
Yeah,
and I saw on the top left of my screen, I saw in the top left of my screen, like, be careful. You might get banned from using this if you're not responsible with it. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess kids need to play this game.
You can't even type GG easy in some games anymore. Like that's like freedom of speech is not even free anymore. Like let's be real, guys.
Toxicity in video games works. It's amazing. It's so much fun at having toxicity. I love being screamed at by some Russian guy calling me a prick. Toxicity in video games
works, right? The thing is, if you want to turn it off, you can easily turn off the voice chat in all of those old games. You don't have to listen to it. Most people wanted to listen to it because it was just hilarious.
It's hilarious. Exactly.
It adds to the experience.
I want to hear my friends scream at other people on the other team for shooting them. That's the best part of the game.
I want to be called a brain dead idiot because I accidentally blew up my entire team.
Well, now I think too, like if you do get like a conversation, like at least with Americans, I feel like everything's so political. Like for some reason, it can always be brought back to politics in most games.
They'd be like, "You're a Kamala fan, aren't you?"
Yeah, it starts with something like that, like offhanded, and then it's like, oh, well, maybe I am, and then like it just turns into
liberal,
yelling about Musk. Like it just, I don't know.
Oh, don't say something about Supreme Overlord Musk. He's gonna
and then like I remember seeing the like, who was it? What game was it? I don't remember the game, but it was like somebody complained about like DEI in games, and I saw like an article like, man, I wish when we just argued over Xbox and PlayStation. Like, it's like, yeah, that's true. Now we have crossplay and it doesn't matter anymore, so we're just arguing about brown people. Sad.
No, we're arguing about controller players and aim assist and.
Sure.
Yes. What's your guys' opinion on it?
Aim
assist, is it good or bad?
I think it's needed.
Think it's needed?
I think if it's such a problem, then just separate and don't do crossplay with PC.
I love crossplay personally. I think it's one of the best.
I love crossplay. I love people on PC.
My knobhead of a brother decided, oh, my brother has a PS4. I guess I'll get an Xbox. And I was like, what? I want to play with you. You abandoned me and got an Xbox.
Yeah, as a kid, your like friend group formed depending on what console you had.
We sat down before.
You're always closer knit with the guys that like you played 360 with after school.
I got betrayed though. I got betrayed when the PS4 came out.
Ah, sorry, you can't play with us, man.
My friend group, we had a conversation about getting PS4.
The worst experience ever was like when you were like talking to people, like new people, like potential friends about gaming. It's like, yeah, but my PlayStation does this weird things like PlayStation. I have an Xbox. Oh, you have an Xbox? Oh, we can't play together. And then that just like that feeling of dread.
And then you get in a fist fight in school. I remember talking to a kid that didn't have anything. In this memory, just like research. I remember looking up like GameStop with him. Like, here, you look at this. like I'm I'm like pushing him into the life. Like, come on, man, just try a hit. It's on sale nearby.
Just one snort. Come on.
Yeah, he became a soccer kid too, dude.
Like FIFA players.
I hate FIFA players are the worst as well. I hate.
No, he wasn't playing. He didn't have anything. He just wanted to play soccer in real life. What a loser.
I just don't understand how like FIFA is a game that I don't think I could ever like play and have fun on because like I don't care about sports. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care about football or soccer or whatever you want to call it. But like I can understand why some people have fun with that because it's their interest. But to me, it's like gaming is supposed to be an escape. You know what I mean? I can't go outside and shoot people right now, but I can do that in Call of Duty. I'm not American. That's why I can't do it.
Oh, okay.
But
okay. I was gonna say, what? Well, you guys can't do that? Like
I can't like go and capture a random dog in a Pokeball and have it do my bidding. Like gaming is supposed to be an escape from reality. You know what I mean? And like playing sports games is like or
just go outside, loser.
I just don't understand it. Like
I'm looking at sports games. I'm seeing if there's anything that like. I wish NHL was on PC.
Wii Sports was the only good one.
I do like hockey.
Really fun. Wii Sport was fun.
But that's because you're actually doing the actions and it makes sense. Whereas on FIFA, you're just clicking buttons.
One of those kids who like can't even like do 2+2, but he knows every single like football player that's ever existed.
Yeah. I know one called Joe.
Like, how does your brain work?
I don't know.
Doing the sports in Grand Theft Auto is fun. Like golf.
I've never done the sports in Grand Theft.
Oh, golf with your buddies is pretty fun.
Really? I've never played golf in GTA either.
Oh, you guys haven't? Oh, okay. the golf is. I think golf is like a good video game sport. Like even when Mario does it, it's just a golf game.
But that's less of a sport. That's I wouldn't count golf as a sport.
It is, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, if you're not moving around every 5 seconds, it's not a sport, in my opinion.
Well, you still need to
Golf
like
is-
arm strength.
How was golf like invented? Like I know it's just like, hit the ball.
I'm mad. I'm gonna go hit something. Wait, that went far.
Went in that hole over there.
Huh?
But like, how did
there's
the like
something in
par
this.
system come about? And like, you're
Oh,
not allowed
some
to
idiot
talk while
just
they
came up
play
with
the
that.
game.
Well,
and-
par is easy. Like it's just like, oh, you can't beat Johnny's record. Like that's
Yeah, I know,
I
but,
understand
like,
that.
Where did the word par come from? And like, why are you not allowed to
Subpar?
talk while people are playing the game? Like that's like,
I don't think
like,
that's a
that's
real
just-
rule.
like-
You can talk when people play the game.
Yeah, it just depends on who you're playing with. I think.
golf is
Yeah.
just so boring to me. Like it's like, okay.
Oh,
Well,
dude,
a bunch-
Golf Gang. I forgot about
That's
Golf
good.
Gang. How did I
A
forget about
bunch
Golf
of
Gang?
a bunch of British YouTubers really like playing golf, and a lot of them, like half of the sidemen, have golf channels on YouTube. For some reason, they just love playing golf, and their golf videos are actually really interesting. And golf actually seems like a decent sport if you like it. I reckon I'd
I
enjoy
can
golf.
understand that.
I think I could see myself
Hitting
getting into
something
golf.
with a club really far does sound quite
White
fun.
men
It's like the
talk
best
about
part of
golf.
baseball.
You also like don't even have to walk. Like it's just you just get in a cart and drive back over
yeah,
here.
and you just drive over there, hit it again as hard as you can. And
There's
you're
so
like,
many
oh, yeah,
golf
it's
games,
close.
dude. Like
Yeah,
Golf
like
with
golf
friends.
it, golf with your friends,
Yeah,
golf
but that's
gang,
like putt putt. That's
golf
Yeah, but-
gambit, golf
Golf gang will never be as good as golf with your friends, though, Joseph.
Don't say that. We bring
Is
up a
golf
bad
gang that
person.
other game you guys talked about?
I love golf gang.
Golf gang. Gang
Is that the
bang.
one that I personally think like doesn't look as good visually?
You can watch the Hoperator video, Golf Gang, to see more information on the subject.
I think Golf Gang is probably like a really fun game, but I don't like the visual style of it.
It was the first video I ever recorded with Joseph.
Yeah.
I feel like golf with your
Who did I
friends
buy a
visually
golf
looks
gang
better
for?
than this.
I remember buying golf gang because like we're all playing this.
I don't know.
I'm looking it up. I'm gonna see.
Probably one of
I'm
the broke bitches.
gonna see who owes me money.
Like me.
Watch it be his one face that I won't say in the podcast.
It's Hop. Look at his face.
Might be me. I don't know if I had money back then. But I don't think you would have bought it for me because we weren't that close back then.
I
That was
think
the first
I think
video.
golf it and like golf with your friends and stuff visually looks better than.
I guess I didn't buy this for anybody.
Yeah, but that Golf Gang is stylized, Sinner. It's got a style to it.
I mean, so is golf. Golf it and golf with your friends. It's like cartoony.
Golf Gang's more cartoony. There's a mode where you can just drive the ball like a car. And it's whoever can get there fastest. So Golf Gang's
I
not
bought golf
how
with
many
your
little
friends.
shots.
I bought golf with your friends for somebody named Slobba the Hut.
Slobba da hut.
I have no idea who this is.
Is it Jolly Rolls?
No,
Is it
We're gonna go back
Burrito?
to-
I don't know who this is.
Podcast, or are we gonna?
this is the podcast, dude. We're talking about golf.
Nobody's gonna want.
So Golf Gang, Sinner, by the way, it's not about getting as little shots as possible. It's about getting to the hole as fast as possible.
Well, that's how
with
all
as
of them
little
are.
Shots. No, the
I
other ones
mean-
are just how little shots you can take.
I mean,
Alright,
that's
yeah,
like, that's
thank
like
God
the
for some
goal
reason.
in life, isn't it? As well, like getting to the hole as quickly as possible.
God bless,
Exactly.
dude.
That's how we were born. The egg reached and travelled and got Alex. That's how it's made, guys.
True.
My
Pop
mum
has
convinced
described
me when
a
I was a
beautiful
child
life.
that my dad was a caterpillar.
So because that's why he wasn't there.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What do you like? What do you guys think? Like the bone marrow baby's parents are gonna tell it. If you're like a bone marrow baby,
Lamau, I nutted in a jar.
I know one of those bone marrow babies, and they do not like being called that, my friend.
Yeah, but, like-
what is a? I don't even know what a bone marrow baby is.
It's
IVF
like- it's-
baby, I believe that's what
Oh,
it's
okay.
called.
Like, okay, never mind. I knew that. I guess I just didn't make the connection.
it's like there's like the. Like, I feel like if you
You just tell
if you have
them
a
like
kid-
I was unable, but the way you do it is you have sex.
I feel like if you have kids, like there were like back in the day, like there was like a big discourse about like if medical technology like evolves and you could like alter the genes of your preborn kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's like a big discourse about how that is just not correct to do because it's not. Like unless it's like to make it so that like disease is non-existent, like stuff like that. I feel like that is good.
I feel like this is getting too political. Me and my mum had this debate the other day, and
I don't know, man.
And it
Like,
was a big
what
debate.
if they're born with something that'll kind of like make their life even extra harder? Like you're
as
already
someone
bringing this person
as
into
someone
Earth.
with a medical issue that's very debilitating, I would say I would take it as a big thanks if someone would have got rid of it beforehand. Just saying.
I think that like this is all I'm gonna say. I think that modifying the genes of like babies before they're born to make sure that they don't have any illnesses or deformities or anything like that, and they're able to live a good, healthy life, that's fine. Modifying their genes so that when they're years old, they can run 20 miles in 5 seconds.
No,
and
yeah.
Yeah, that's
like
the difference.
that.
That's the
That's what I
difference.
mean.
Yes.
Okay,
Quality
Senna,
of life
but-
over being rich.
Okay, but Senna, hear me out. You get an extra 2 inches.
I take back what I said.
I'll sleep when I'm
That
dead.
means I'm gonna have 2.5
I'll sleep
inches.
when
Let's
I'm
go.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I'll sleep
I'll
when I'm
sleep
dead.
when I'm
Sleep when I'm dead.
dead.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Sleep when I'm dead.
Mm.